The girl, the girl. The young perishing in distant lands, though obscured from our sight, weep as loudly as those expiring at our doorstep. Let not mere miles muffle their cries. All children, irrespective of location, are entitled to life's breath. To favor one over another based on happenstance of geography evinces a poverty of spirit. Broaden your perspective lest it narrow your humanity.
I am human just as you. I am from the void. And like you, I sing and dance in a different tune.
The girl has a choice.
Forbidden knowledge comes at a price. Everything can be a double-edged sword.
A contract, then. It's the only way I'll allow it.
First, she must awaken.
Which cannot be known.
So I hear things haven't been going so well for you lately, Pika. Your little war isn't going so pleasant. You've been losing control of your realm, and now even your most loyal servants are turning against you. Face it, you're losing your grip, and I'm loving everything.
Funny. You think you can just sit back and gloat while the worlds fall apart? You may be confined to your prison for now.
Please, your threats mean nothing. You're just a glorified janitor cleaning up after everyone else's mess. This isn't your fault or my fault. It was going to happen anyway. I was just...
Oh, you're awake. We were worried about you. We're not sure, but don't worry. It seems whatever's ailing you is gone now. Not exactly. You stared into space once you entered the barn. Your friend tried to snap you out of it, but he couldn't get a hold on you. We've been monitoring your activity since you came in here. The both of you weren't exposed to anything before you came here, were you? Then what's this? I know what it is. You got it from him, didn't you? Hyde was there with you. He should have stopped you from making such a deal in the first place. What did you give in exchange? In order for a contract to be established, both parties must agree to a deal. Give and take. I'm surprised no one's mentioned it thus far. Your friends or father should have spoken to you about the dangers of a contract. It's all right. I don't think anyone's noticed it yet, from what I can tell. It's nothing. Nothing to worry about. Well, this needs to be kept with you at all times now. You can't just let it slip out from you whenever you get tired. Here. It isn't my place to ask or demand, but please, whatever you do decide to do, think of the ones you love the most. Hyde's waiting for you outside the clinic. What? Yes, we get all sorts of injuries here. Happens time to time. Well, when you get hurt, it may feel bad. But you don't have to worry about dying or having a lifelong crippling injury. The price for heaven is understanding. The choice of self-harm, greed, torture, killing, believing in myths, things like that. We don't have to worry about it. We have reached a state of moral and spiritual enlightenment where we naturally choose the most beneficial and harmonious path, not because we're forced to, but because we truly understand the consequences of our actions. Think of it this way. You, an rehabilitated being, are with other rehabilitated beings and in heaven. You are at peace with yourself and the world. How do you keep such peace? You'd have to be watched by a godlike being or system that controls all things within that world. What will become of you is shaped by this God, and like reality, you are ordained to follow it. In this version of heaven, theirs is minimal suffering. No war, no disease, no defects, no psychological psychopathic behavior or physical and emotional abuse by our fellow man. Everyone grows up with a family, is loved, never alone, and achieves their meaning and purpose with a community in pursuit of self-discovery. Meaning and purpose for all. Then they grow old and die of old age with their loved ones so that the torch can be passed along. It's a bit like a parent guiding a child to make good choices, but on a cosmic scale. So the God isn't depriving us of free will. It's just setting up a situation where all of our choices are positive. It's almost like a parent setting up a game for a child, where every possible choice leads to a positive outcome. It's almost like a kind of invisible guardian angel that is constantly working to steer humanity towards a better future, without us even being aware of it. Who created this system? Well, I'm not sure how to answer that, because it's been around for as long as I can remember. You would have to ask your father or someone who knows more. But anyway, let's get you up and ready. Let's not keep them waiting any longer.
Kept me waiting, huh? Well, I was worried he placed something besides a bug in you.
I know why he sent him here. To send a message. No. He used to know someone who lived here a long time ago. They haven't spoken or been face to face for a very long time. As I said before, he hasn't changed. He isn't the same he used to be. He's in love with the image of the past.
I don't mean to cut this off short, but we should be going, Al. Don't worry, we can deal with it later at home. Miss, it has been a pleasure seeing you again.
Likewise. And don't forget to be a good friend to Al. He's going to need someone to support him in the time ahead.
Well, that was enlightening, wasn't it? Me? Nothing. Listen, you can trust me. I'm not working against you. I did mean what I said before about taking life indiscriminately and without remorse. I did have that suggestion planted into my head from CPB. To go to heaven. It didn't come clear to me until you passed out. How could I be so stupid? I didn't know. Speaking of the bug, let's take a look and see if we can't find out what it was he planted in you. There it is. This appears to be some sort of encryption from the contract. No malicious intent. Was this all he wanted in exchange? Can't be. But this is the only abnormal thing here. Looks like we've got nothing to worry about. The contract was just a way to send a message to heaven. We can't read it. It stays encrypted until the one it was meant for receives it. Well, a contract was made right at the moment you took that weapon. He didn't give you any requirements or demands in exchange, so it simply came with it. That sneaky bastard. Unless you go back and deliver the message.
It is time I sent you.
What? You're sending him already. He's not. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's been 4 days. You won't be able to come back when I send you over. You have to make it out on your own. You were given a weapon. You understand what influence is. You've seen the many worlds out there. I've taught you what I know. Now it is time to send you to the West. Be cautious. Be wary. You're on your own.
Wait!
Concern if you've lost him. Who's he talking about? He's hunting someone.
A lost lamb wandered far from the meadow. These are not the lands for the meek. Relax. You are in no danger. If I wanted you dead, I would have killed you. I am Finn, a hunter within the boundary of the West. You may stay as long as you want. There is plenty room. It's not a place meant for someone in the lower echelons of the Order. The West was born from the schisms of death. When the deserters left, entire sections split off into this endless war. Here, shards of many realms collide. Most are fragmented wastelands, but some pieces remain intact. Strongholds, fortresses, even entire cities ripped from their foundations now drift through the strainer. It is a lawless, unpredictable dominion. The core world remains elusive, ever shifting, and close to hell. So survivors strive on, searching for a way back or some destiny yet unknown. Fighting, hiding, scavenging, doing whatever it takes to endure this half-life in the wastes, because within this domain no warp can be used. Sleep well. Don't worry. I shall tend to your wounds. Just relax and let your dreams carry you.